We are live on Bitcoin Cash. Welcome to Friday night show for me. Might be somewhere else where you're at. It might be Saturday. We are live, so come on down. Give everybody a minute, see if anybody comes down here tonight. Guys, we are live. Come on down. Bitcoin Cash live. Just a bunch of people sitting around talking about crypto. That's all it really is. I mean, this news, guys, what's going on? Anything going on with the news today? I saw some stuff about this little chatterbox going on with some of these crypto guys, exchange guys with their text messages. I think that'd be pretty funny if somebody put that on like crypto graffiti.info or bitfossil.com. I put those two links in the bottom of my YouTube, guys. I mean, you can put this kind of stuff on the record here. So yeah, guys, come on down to the chat. See some people are coming in. Let me know if you're interested in anything specific tonight. Other than that, we're just coasting through here. It is a one-man show over here, guys, so doing my best to get this thing as good as I can for the community right this second. I mean, that's about the best I can do. I tweaked the sound, I think, a bit, so hopefully that'll be pretty good. I listened to the replay, it sounded okay, so I'm not really too anxious to get a mic at this point. But I do got CoinGecko brought up today, guys. I did remind myself before I started the show to pull up CoinGecko. Did use this site for a while and like it. It's a user-friendly site. I mean, you know, out of some of them. So I don't know, guys. These prices are kind of not really changing a lot, but I did notice some movement in the alt market. Some of these weird tokens, Rari governance token, RGT. And I mentioned this the other night, guys. I'm just looking at it for the first time, but it makes a lot of sense here. Uniswap, SushiSwap, HitBTC. I mean, these are notorious companies exchanges that are just they ridiculously pump the most random coin. No reason this should be going up right now. Maybe there is, but it looks a little blocky right here. So this is what we're looking at, right? I mean, this is what's going on right now in crypto. So you know, this little dinky coin on these little BS exchanges right here, going up almost 100%. So a little strange, but a little expected right now, with nothing really going on here. MXC, I'm not sure what this is. This looks like another moon coin. DigiFinex. Not surprised to see this coin kind of on some of these, but going up. I mean, from what though? I mean, from 8 cents a little while ago. So just looking at the clown show, guys. If you're just getting here, I'm just getting on here too. I'm not really I have not really looked at anything crypto related today. So I'm just kind of walking in here. But we are live, guys, so come on down. See what Bitcoin Cash is doing. It was up a little bit earlier, but I think it's kind of came down a bit. See how we're doing on core here. Not too good, not too bad, just kind of sideways action. Guys, if you're just getting here, Thanks for coming in. I mean, it's you know, it is what it is, but thank you for showing up. Trying to go through some of this stuff, make some sense out of it. But I think the news is just pretty much has lost it at this point. They're just incredibly desperate to write as much info about what they think is going on, which is not really what's going on, guys. I saw a couple things today. I saw Coinbase, was it Coinbase that was given a no fee for Tether to switch over to USD coin. I saw some of that today. You know, I mean, when stuff starts going on like this, this seems a little bit fishy. ₚ😘ₙ what were we looking at the other day? I was looking at following another YouTuber about some shorts on ₚ😘ₙ for Bitcoin SV. And this just makes a lot of sense, guys, because it's all interrelated. All this stuff is interrelated, and you know, Tether might be having some problems, guys. I mean, there's always been issues with it, but it's somehow managed to just kind of stay around. So I don't really know that they're, you know, the issues outweigh of maybe the other issues that are in front of it. I don't know. Drop it in the chat. Let me know. I'd be curious to hear everybody's thoughts on Tether. I mean, I know nobody's really going to be into stable coins, guys. That's not really the point of this stuff, I feel like. But what's your general thought? I mean, do you think it's a little weird that Coinbase is trying to entice all these people to go into USD coin, yet they're holding all this Tether stuff themselves? I don't know. But it seems a little fishy. I mean, ₚ😘ₙ is, you know, wiping out these Bitcoin SV shorts on ₚ😘ₙ. I mean, is this just a Tether print till the end? I mean, what do you think's going on here, guys? Let me know. Drop it in the chat. You know, what's going on with this news about, you know, leaked text messages and all this stuff? I really think it would be great if we put all these text messages on the blockchain, on Bitcoin Cash or on, you know, Bitcoin SV, any of these blockchains. I think it would be just really, really funny to put all this stuff on there, just because there's so much junk going on there already right now. Guys, drop it in the chat. Let me know. Let me know if Tether's a scam, or you think crypto, or you think all stable coins are scams. Because apparently now some of them have like cash reserves. I think that's what's going on with USD coin. People are just, you know, they actually have the reserves in cash, and it's different from how, you know, how ₚ😘ₙ and all these blockchains. I think it's really the exchanges minting this Tether. I mean, I know it's happening on top of, you know, different blockchains like Bitcoin, EOS, Osmisigo, Ethereum. You know, that's where the Tether is actually getting printed. But I think it's the exchanges just printing it, guys. Drop it in the chat. Let me know. I'd love to get somebody in here with a little bit of background on that kind of stuff. You know, are these coins just the exchanges? Or are these exchanges just the coins? Is it all the same? I don't know, guys. Let me know. Stable coins are Trojan horses. Bitcoin Jason, welcome back. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of the case, right? You know, and now every stable coin is like I said, I mean, they're trying to get people on Coinbase to go from Tether to USD coin, and I think the reason is because the USD coin is backed by either them, or they have interest in that, you know, they have shared interest in that, or you know, they're just worried about Tether. But I mean, they're holding the Tether too, so it doesn't really make sense. You know, I think these coins that the Tether is getting minted on is just insane. I mean, I didn't know EOS was a main blockchain for Tether distribution, but apparently it is, and apparently ℚ𝕚𝕚𝕚 is as well. So I don't know. ℚ𝕚𝕚𝕚 has gone up a lot. EOS has not, so I'm not sure. We also got Ethereum and Bitcoin, a lot of Tether printing going on there. But it's just the exchanges printing it, guys, I think. I mean, I don't know. I'd love to get somebody to answer that. Maybe it's a simple question, but I'm not exactly sure where it's actually, who's actually originating it. I'm assuming the exchange, because that would make sense. They hold a lot of these cryptos. They can exchange the Tether and put it in circulation. So I don't know, guys. Drop it in the chat if you're getting this on a rerun. Drop it in the comment button, or the comment section, not button, and hopefully we can figure this out. I mean, I would love to know, guys. It's just a total mind fuck of who's like really doing it. Is it like the exchange? Is it potentially these staking communities? Like, is it all this like built in together? I don't know, guys. Let me know. Bitcoin Jason says they're Trojan horses. So you guys take that for what it's worth here. We just don't know, guys. We really don't. We don't know. You know, when Tether was created, it's been a while, guys. I mean, it's been around for quite a while. I don't know the exact date Tether was created. I think it was like 2014. I'll give you guys a date on that. It might be 2015. I don't want to guess here. Tether, 2014. So, yeah, I mean, it's some company out of Hong Kong, ℚ𝕚𝕚𝕚, which owns Bitfinex cryptocurrency exchange, which is even more ironic. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. It seems a little weird, a little fishy, but it's been able to exist up till now. So maybe they're just trying to change the way they do stable coins in general, and maybe just try to make them a little bit more guaranteed from their end with cash reserves and insurance policies. I'm not exactly sure what they're really trying to do. I've never owned a stable coin, I don't think. My friend owned one and could not get it off Bittrex for the longest time, like months after the last rally in 2017. Let me know, guys. Drop it in the chat. I mean, I've never owned stable coins. I don't even know exactly if how their function works. Like, are they fast? I'm not sure. But maybe there'll be some good stable coins come into existence. And maybe Tether is one. We don't know. I mean, we don't definitely know that Tether is. I mean, it's been working thus far. Every time there's something happens, it seems to kind of plow through there. But I don't know if that's just because it's artificially existing up till this point, or that will just or it actually is backed. It's somehow, you know, they've figured out a way to back it, but it seems like just money printing, honestly. So yeah, I don't know. When you start doing derivatives and stuff on top of these, I think it could get a bit tricky. I mean, it just seems like it's a recipe for disaster. But maybe that will help crypto, and maybe it'll just continue to be good. I mean, it seems to be, you know, they seem to be able to make it keep going. So, yeah, we'll find out for sure, right? Guys, let me know. We're live on Bitcoin Cash. I put Monero in the thumbnail. It looked like it was up earlier, so I included that, guys. I think Monero is going to be going up as well here in a bit. But I mean, these are just opinions, guys. We don't really know. But yeah, Monero is up a little bit today, a little bit up for the week. It's up for the month, 24%. So it seems to be doing pretty good. And guys, Monero was actually, since we're on the topic of Monero right now, Bitcoin Cash up 23% as well. Monero was actually doing better than most of the alt market up till just a little while ago. I mean, I would say up till just a short few months ago. I'm not going to look at the chart. I mean, I guess we can. But I mean, Monero was doing really good. I think if we can see some action out of Monero, maybe it'll go up and continue that kind of track it was on. Because like I said, it was doing considerably better than most altcoins up till I mean, really been doing the same on Bitcoin the whole year. But on the dollar, it seems like it just did it just for shits and giggles. We'll look at the dollar. I wasn't aware it was performing that good on Core. But yeah, it was up till about May, I guess, of this year, and then everything kind of started falling down. But nonetheless, on Core, it looks like it's freaking killing it, guys. I mean, it's up 100% on Core for the year. And it seems to be getting a little bit more aggressively going up too, like in more of a bullish pattern. Instead of just these huge jumps and then dips, it's kind of tightened up. And I'd like to see this out of all the altcoins here. It looks like Litecoin's been doing that. I'm going to pull up Bitcoin Cash too. Like I said, we're up 24% for the month on the dollar. So I don't know where we're headed on the. Yeah, we're chugging along here. Yeah, we need one more good power push here, guys. Back up to 0.10, and we'll be pretty much good. And I mean, a lot of this could tighten up too. We could tighten up after hitting like 0.007, 0.008. But I think that might be coming. We'll see. If not, we'll go down a little bit more, and go up at some point. But it looks like here just recently, guys, on the 3-month and the 6-month, it looks just pretty good. I mean, not bad. On Ethereum, let's see what's going on. So not much going on there, but doesn't necessarily dictate what could happen. So Bitcoin SB right there, double on Ethereum for the year. So just a lot of different stuff going on in the alt market, I guess we could say. Not really any particular coin. They're all kind of behaving a different way, which could be good against Core and ETH. So we'll definitely find out, guys. I mean, we're not going anywhere at this point, I guess. I'm actually glad to see that most coins are doing fairly different from one another against Ethereum and Bitcoin Core. Just because I'd hate to just see that everything's basically the same. I know we pulled up Dash on the, was it the year we looked at it? It looked similar to Bitcoin Cash, but I'm talking about in the most recent times. Yeah, still different. So most of these altcoins are looking pretty different for the most part. Alright guys, so yeah, I mean, Litecoin, see, we could do something like this on Bitcoin Cash. This was all recently. This was all just very recently, guys. November 2nd. This was all basically this month. This last month. Month and just a few days, handful of days here. So 30-40 days right here. Litecoin has basically it's 100% up almost. I mean, it's around 75% up right here from just a month ago. And that's on Core, or on Ethereum, guys. So I'm not sure how we're tracking on the. So yeah, I mean, not really, like 60% up for the year on Bitcoin Core, and it's all in the last month, guys. So that's really exciting for me, because that means some of the altcoins, Bitcoin Cash, some of these other ones can hit all-time highs pretty soon on the year on Ethereum, and but see, this doesn't make any sense to me. We're barely up on the dollar. It's frustrating, guys. So on the year, I mean, we're not up that much. So, I mean, that might be a good thing. That means we might can go up a lot more from here. But, you know, that also means if we go up from here, we're going to be past, we're going to be outperforming Bitcoin Core. So it could be a power push from Ethereum and Bitcoin to push some of these altcoins into uncharted waters, guys. I mean, just insane gains. I mean, we could be looking at gains that we haven't seen in 4 or 5 years on some of these coins. Because, I mean, that would be kind of what has happened the last couple times. Not to say it'll happen again, but it seems to be kind of already happening. So Crypto.com releases the data to assure clients it holds a 1-to-1 reserves. So, you know, after years of scamming, I would hope you would have 1-to-1 reserves at this point. So, guys, we're live on Bitcoin Cash. Hanging out down here on a Friday night, Saturday night, wherever you're at in the world. Definitely are live, so come on down. Feel free to be part of the chat. I got a few people in the house here, so I guess I'll just roll with it. It's, got some time here. But yeah, I mean, these altcoins, guys, we could talk about it all night. I can go back to Bitcoin Cash if you want. It seems like, you know, we're primed for takeoff here. These rallies, guys, I mean, I don't know if you guys remember 2017, but you know, around Christmas time, around the holiday time, a lot of people aren't worried about cryptos, really where they're moving, but I always watch them, guys, and it seems to be a pretty interesting time of year for cryptos. Because even though we're not getting a ton of action on the dollar, like, yeah, it doesn't look like we're going up that much, but really, guys, if we look at Litecoin, Monero, and some of these other ones, we could get a 100% jump into where we need to be, which would put us at 0.013 BTC Core. So I mean, if we just do the Litecoin move that it just did, like I said, I'm not predicating on Bitcoin Cash doing exactly what Litecoin just did. I'm just saying, if we were to get that move on Bitcoin Cash, just that one that just happened from November 2nd to now on Litecoin, we would be sitting at 0.013 BTC, which would put us way above this chart you're looking at. To give you an idea where that would be, I can zoom out a bit. It's really hard to even say right here, but I can make a chart out of it. We'll be back up here with just 100% pump from where we're at. So a little bit lower here. I was a little bit high there, but somewhere around there, which doesn't seem like that hard to do given what a lot of the other coins have been doing, guys. I mean, we saw Dash up a couple weeks ago, 25%. We've seen Bitcoin Cash go up 25%, but you know, Dash went up in one jump. So like I said, these little periods that might not seem like anything's going on, and you get a 1x on Core like we just got on Litecoin, we get that again, we're going to be sitting here, you know, right here in the zone, which is pretty good. I mean, I'm looking at an all chart, guys, zoomed in, but you know, I was taking prices all the way back to 2020 here just to calculate the where it's at. So we would be right here. I mean, we would be sitting right about here, guys, on 100% gain, and that would be on Core, which is you know, pretty solid in my opinion. Because if we zoom out, that's going to be a pretty solid jump. We're going to be sitting, you know, about right. yeah, so I mean, it's going to put us back in 2020 almost. Put us back somewhere around 2 years ago, which is pretty crazy, because that's going to put us almost, I mean, on May of 2021, guys, that jump was all just very short. It was very shortly lived, but also it happened very quickly. I mean, we were only up to 0.025, which might seem like a lot, guys, from where we're at now, and it is. I'm not trying to downgrade it, but if we got that 100% pump to 1.3 or 0.013, you know, the jump to 2 or 0.02 would be a lot easier, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, it would have to be gaining traction, and we'd have to, you know, see the numbers to prove that. But it's my personal opinion that's possible. After the fork, guys, we only made it, the BSV fork in 2018. Bitcoin Cash only went down to 0.025, just to give you an idea of these three numbers that I just said. So we're at 0.064, guys. I mean, nothing crazy. But we could easily go to 0.013, in my opinion. Bitcoins, BTCs, core coins, easily to 0.0113, and then go to 0.02 fairly easy from there. And like I said, that's putting us back all the way, you know, that's 4 years ago, guys, that we're sitting at those levels. So it seems like a lot, guys. I mean, I know that's a big push. I mean, we're talking 100% gains after 100% gains, but in the world of crypto, after what we've seen on some of these coins, you know, once we got past the 0.025, it doesn't matter where Bitcoin Core price is at. If we start going above that, and I know we've made it up there a couple times, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, you know, going back above it is, you know, it might be different this time. It could be, you know, it could be huge. It could be a breakout moment where even if we saw something similar to Litecoin earlier on in 2014, 15, and 16, it would still put us way higher on core than we are now. And we've been going in that general direction, guys. Like I said, I mean, for the month we're up 25%. Granted, that was the last major, you know, crash we had with FTX and all that, but it really didn't drop us that low comparatively to some of these other coins like Solana and some of these other ones, and then stuff like Terra is not even around. So all that's gone. So I would say likely, you know, 0.013 by January, hopefully. I know it's only a little bit of time away, but I would really like this to happen sooner than later. Bitcoin Jason says we can do it again and break out. Yeah, I mean, I think so too, man. Honestly, I think so too. You know, and that's just my honest opinion, guys. You know, I'm really thinking if we did 100% gain like Litecoin just did, that would be putting us, you know, definitely breaking out in the 6 month, but it would be putting us, you know, look at it for yourselves, guys. I mean, there it is. The chart doesn't need to be, you know, I can pull it up on CoinGecko, and I'm going to start utilizing CoinGecko a little bit more, guys. It's better because I can pull it up in log graph. So on the 90-day here, let's make sure we're in log. Okay. So unfortunately, I don't know if there's a way to. I was going to see if I could set it against core. That's the only problem, guys. I don't think I can set this. Guys, let me know. Drop it in the chat. I am kind of doing a little bit of a technical analysis on this just to show you kind of exactly it's not that far. I mean, it's really not, guys. A lot of people are thinking it's a big jump, but I don't see it. You know, once we start breaking out past these levels that we haven't seen in a while, it'll happen pretty quick. It won't be as drawn out as before. So let me know, drop into the chat. Definitely think we can do it again. Bitcoin Jason thinks we can do it again. So you know, I'm right there too, man. I think it's pretty easy at this point for those gains to come in, because it's only 100% gain on core, guys. I don't care where the dollar price falls. I mean, we're gonna go probably likely up on the dollar too, but what I really think you guys should see is you know, is really where the action is at, and that's on Bitcoin Core, guys. Okay, yeah, this is the right chart. Let me just reset this a little bit here. Wasn't prepared to go on this this site, guys. I try not to use it. I don't really want to pay for it. If anybody has a TradingView account I could use, let me know. I don't know if it gives you multiple access to it, but I'd love to do it on the show and give us a little bit better analysis on this stuff. But all right, so basically what I'm saying here is we're sitting down here right now at 0.0067. So basically we could go up. Zoom out here. I almost want to put in a candlestick. I haven't done that in a while, but I almost want to. Okay, here we go. Kind of right there. So that would be the 100% gain right there on core. I know it's not the best, guys, but there it is. I mean, it looks a lot bigger. Let me put this in log. It's been a while since I've used this site, guys. You can't tell. Like, trying to figure out where I'm even at on this thing. Guys, we are live on Bitcoin Cash. Come on down to the show. Come on down to the show, guys. Let us know. So, I mean, you see it right there. It looks pretty big. You know, on the linear side, it doesn't look like it's much. See the difference there? You see the difference on that chart, guys? Bitcoin Jason says, I enjoy your tech analysis. Yeah, I mean, I think they're pretty good. I don't go super in detail about them because I don't think there's a need to with crypto. You know, I don't have enough funds to just go and look at an exchange and see if I can, you know, come out with more coin. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to get eaten alive. I'm on TradingView now. Yeah, let me know if you got it, if it's accessible on my end. You know, in the future date, I'd love to. I just don't want to pay for it right now. I don't have it, guys. So this is it. I mean, we'll do the best we can. But this is the 100% gain, guys. So I just, if you're able to look on the computer or look on the screen here, Bitcoin Jason says he likes my technical analysis. So this is it, guys. I mean, this is you know, this little mark here that I drew means a lot here. I mean, it's make it a little bit fatter here. So I mean, it's right here, guys. It's a big jump. So right here, it looks like almost nothing, right? Because we're on linear. It doesn't look like there's any momentum. It's just like, oh yeah, it spiked like it did back in May. But if it were to spike now, it's almost, I mean, it's damn near the size of May spike. Not really. It's about 40% missing there. But you know, given the downturn of the market, guys, I think that's pretty huge. So if it does spike to 0.013 on Bitcoin Core, you know, just realize that you know, that we're in the game. I mean, big time. I mean, that's going to be the game changer, I think, if we can do that. I mean, it hasn't happened to that magnitude yet, because even with back in May, that wasn't enough to really count, because all the coins went up. So it's not like there was anything that would have justified anything like that. So keep in mind, guys. I mean, if it does that, it's a pretty big 1.3. So it's right there. So that's just the mark, guys. I mean, it seems very small in the big picture here, but it's actually not. I mean, it's a lot bigger than one would think. So drop it in the chat, guys. Let me know if you think we could get this kind of momentum, because that's really kind of what we're looking at here, as the momentum factor to that 1.34 right there, somewhere around there, would be kind of where we'd want to be at. And like I said, you zoom out on linear, it looks almost not even worth looking at. But you know, given the market with Bitcoin Core, guys, I mean, this would probably be the only Bitcoin Cash jump that would be significant here, because the one in May was of no significance at all, because all the cryptos went up on Core around that time. But you know, it could be pretty huge. So just watch for that, guys. I think, you know, that jump to 1.34 wouldn't be that hard. And like I said, at that point, if we went to, you know, right here, 0.023, that's putting us back at prices we have not seen since the Bitcoin SV fork, which is huge, guys. I mean, we're talking, you know, over 4 years. So we go up to this point, great. I mean, it's going to put us halfway to where we kind of need to go to get back to this fork price of 0.023. And if we go above it, I mean, like I said, we're already in this zone of, you know, 0.03, that kind of thing. And really, guys, this zone right here is the ultimate breakout point. So I just want everybody to keep that in mind. This zone right here is the ultimate breakout point. 100% gain doesn't look big, but look when I zoom out. It's huge. That's it. Once we break out past that, everything becomes stretched. Because every dollar amount, every increment amount between every penny all the way up to 0.02 is the same distance. But I mean, you see how small that jump is down here, but how crucial it really matters in the in the math problem. It has to break out of this point right here, 0.023 and 0.03. I mean, these where it came up here and right here, you know, plus token scam right here, you know, it's 0.05. It's not as crucial as the 0.03 zone, I feel like, because it's going to have to keep momentum going above that. If not, it'll fizzle back down. But a lot of this has been automated, guys, and has been pressure on top of Bitcoin Cash. You massive shorting, just all sorts of different things have been going on with this. And that the shorting I think is more recently, but that's happening on all sorts of markets. We get back before BSV, we are laughing. Yeah, if we get back right here to BSV, we're at 0.024. So get out my little calculator here. Bitcoin core is at like 2.5. So yeah, we're back at $400. That's what I'm saying, guys. Like, that would only put us, guys. That would only put us at $427 US right here. So that's what I'm saying, guys. If we do a 1x on core, we're only at 260 price if core stays the same, in relative to, or stays the same in relative to us going up. Because this is against core. This is Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin core. So with that in mind, that would put us only at 427 US dollars above the fork, which is just insane. I mean, it's really insane, guys, to think that that is the case. I mean, that fork date is the case here, but it is. It's like the final breaking point of this Bitcoin Cash thing, and it's huge because it's just right here. It's this area right here, and it's not far away. That's the beauty of it. It's not. It's only, like I said, I'll draw it out again because it needs to be said again. There it is, 100% gain on core right there. Just drawn out, all juvenile like that. Nothing technical, nothing, doesn't need to be, drawn in perfectly. That's 100% gain on core right there. Doesn't even look like anything. It wouldn't even, somebody looking at this would not even be phased by this breakout unless they wouldn't even take notice. But you see, given the circumstance on how big it is, because this is core. I mean, this is where we need to break out. We're right here. That's Bitcoin SV. We touched it in May. We'll say right here. So if we go over that, then it is what it is, guys. But we're plowing into uncharted waters. So yeah, I just want to draw it out again here. Somewhere in that little zone right here. And as you see, guys, it doesn't look that far away, even with that 100% gain drawn in there like that. But if I put it back on log, you will see that's really the only battle we're facing. This is $426 US right here, just so everybody knows. $426, 427, something like that. These are all approximate, guys. These are not not going to be super accurate right here. So I mean, can we do it? It seems probable. I mean, it's 100% gain from here, and then the 0.025 would be the main hurdle. We'll say 0.027, 0.028 Bitcoin, just because we already made it there in May. We basically went up to where the fork was, the Bitcoin SV fork was in May. I don't know, guys. Drop it in the chat. Let us know. Let us know if you think this is probable or possible or whatnot. This is Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin Core. It doesn't matter where the dollar goes. It doesn't matter if nobody get fixated on $100, $50, $150, $350. This is the math right here on it, based on the crypto math, because we can run technicals all day, guys. If we go back and look, there was a resistant level basically where Bitcoin SV fork was, and that was even seen again in May. So these are the 2 points. The fork the collapse of the fork, basically, because Bitcoin Cash went up right before the fork and then crashed right here with basically every other crypto. And I could overlay Dash onto this, and if I shrink Dash down to this span of time, it would probably look exactly the same. And I've showed you guys that before, because it crashed a lot of crypto with this fork. This was like a big deal that still nobody's talking about. So it was the last major crash on a lot of the alts that haven't came up yet. Let us know, guys. We are live, so we got to go above. And I mean, like I said, it's only $426 right now, would put us right back here, which is just insane, because we were at $400, between $200, $300, $400 for the longest time, and we never saw, the breakout. Here we kind of just rolled. And if I took this and put it on Ethereum, with something like Bitcoin SV, we would see a massive spike on Bitcoin SV somewhere around here, which is insane. So yeah, I mean, it seems like it could be fairly easy to do. It doesn't seem like it would be hard to do at this point, given the prices we're at. So it's just crazy when you look at this on linear. It just looks so much different, guys. I mean, it just really shows the craziness of all this stuff, because nobody would ever enter a trade. Nobody would, in the right mind, would enter this for a trade on core. Wouldn't make any sense, especially if they didn't even take account these dates. So I just drew it in again, guys. This was the Bitcoin SV fork date after the crash. I mean, the fork date was a little back farther, but after the crash. And it's just fun to manipulate this data, because look at it on log. Not that hard to do, guys. Not that hard to do at all. 0.0227. 0.0227, guys. And you can go ahead and start getting excited. And that's just insane. Because that is not far away, honestly. I mean, I know it's like, it's far away. I mean, we're talking 4x away, but you got to think of these moments in time, guys, of what was going on. Because if it does the 4x, it's putting us at a monumental point in time relative to the crypto market. Because this was, like I said, all the coins that have not gone up, the altcoins that have not gone up against core and Ethereum, they all had this experience, this crash at the fork of Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, or Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV, okay? And on top of that, this was the massive dump from BTC high, right? Like, it went up a little bit, but really it was already up, and then it came down. So it would be monumental to cross this. And it would be even more monumental to cross this now. If we'd have crossed it in May, which we did, but it was like barely realized and shortly lived. But it'd be so much better to hit this again now. I mean, if we went up to, I mean, we're starting to get a little bit out there in terms of what's in the near term. But if we could go above, the fork date, that would just be, I would say, almost like 100% sure, like things are coming around in terms of user adoption. People are going to be starting to offload Bitcoin after this point. But this is a far away. I'm being honest. This is going to be challenging. We got to get through. We got to get a 4x from where we're at now on core to really make me even start looking at any of this other theoretical stuff, because it's only theoretical, guys, at that point. This is really the only date that I'm worried about. It just show a little bit more support above this level of 0.035 Bitcoin core. That would signal to me that we're actually moving in the right direction. But you know, these are just hypotheticals, guys. We could keep going down, but I don't think so. I think you know, where we're at, and given where the market's at, we really haven't gone down that much. We've actually gone up on core since FTX. So let me know, guys. Drop it in the chat. We did go down with Terra and all the rest of the crypto community, you know, back in I don't know, June, whatever that crap, July, May, whatever that stuff was going on. I think we bottomed. Yeah, I think so too, honestly. Maurice, thanks for coming in. Bitcoin Jason says, I don't see us going 100 USD for too long. Yeah, even if we do go under 100 USD, guys, if we stay at 100 USD and Bitcoin Core goes down, we're actually going up against Core. Like I said, if we went to right here, we're at 426 US dollars, guys. 426 US dollars, which is just so insane for a 4-year low on Core. And I mean, we knew where Bitcoin Cash was at. It hit 400 quite a few times during that span of time. So yeah, this is gonna get annoying. I'm gonna have to either buy this or find another website, guys, because I can't keep going back here and doing this. Let me know if you guys got TraderView. Let me know if I could use it. I mean, for the chat, or if you think it's worth me getting my own. There's so much free stuff. I feel like I'm just not one of those people that likes to pay for stuff if it's free, and I can get pretty much. I know exactly what I want to get across here on CoinGecko, but unfortunately, it doesn't have the Bitcoin chart against Core. But yeah, from an investor standpoint, guys, we look really bad. But if you think about everything that's gone on, we probably are one of the better looking cryptos right now. And as you see on the dollar, here's something that's even weirder, guys. On the dollar, we're at a bottom, I think. I mean, I really think so. And if we're not at a bottom, guys, that bottom sure as hell is $75, $76. I think that's the floor of this thing. I mean, in all reality, guys, I don't think it would go under $75. If it goes under $75, I don't know where it's going, honestly. But it seems like the real bottom to the floor price on Bitcoin Cash is like $75, $76. Because it seems like it's gone down that low, you know, maybe once. I don't know where it went here, 99. Yes, we might even be, you know, we're at the floor right now, basically a little above it, but we'll see, guys. I mean, you know, on the log graph, like I said, that 4x price would put us right here on the dollar. So I mean, it really starts to shift these little lines around once it starts going up. We just need to hold support 100 and get to be attractive. Yeah. I mean, for merchants right now, if they're stacking any kind of Bitcoin Cash based on their, you know, their business model, I think you have a lot of that come into play too. Because, man, if they're stacking $100 Bitcoin Cash, guys, I mean, if this thing changes just a little bit, like I said, if we get just 100% gain on Core, we're sitting really good here. I mean, we're sitting back up here, going back up, looking at levels we tested in March, breaking out of those. You know, $167, $149. So yeah, I mean, if we go above that, we're back in the game for the dollar. Against Core, you know, we're really looking good. Drop it in the chat, guys. Let me know. Probably will take off here in a bit. I try to get on here a little bit earlier, guys. So you know, that will be the goal in the next upcoming weeks, to see if I can get on here a little bit earlier, like I did tonight. Last night I got on way too late, so let me know, guys. Drop it in the chat. We love to have you down here. Greatest crypto the world has ever seen. Guys, we are live on Bitcoin Cash. Come on down to the chat. Let me know how you're doing this evening. How your crypto is doing this evening. And honestly, guys, the market's acting kind of weird right now, it looks like. I mean, honestly, guys, just to give you an idea where we're at with these prices from where we were at last month. Last month, we're up 24% from $90. If we went up another 20%, 30% right now, we're up over 40% for the month. I mean, you see where I'm going with this? So these moves can happen really fast, and then all of a sudden we're up 200-300% on the month. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, like where am I getting these numbers? But you know, 150, 170% gain. These aren't unheard of in crypto. Like, these are not that crazy of a thing to experience. Crypto has 100% pumps. We've been seeing them all week, all month, all year on these altcoins. It never stops. Jade, hi. I agree, we are so close to the bottom. Maybe one more drop, recession will hit next year. Yeah, just because a recession hit, guys, doesn't mean it's a recession for crypto. Just remember that. A recession does not necessarily, you know, dictate how crypto will be. I mean, Bitcoin did great during the recession last time. Look at it. It started out, it was, you know, less than $1, and then just within a few years, it was already up to $1,000 or, you know, $100, and then way past there. So that's just the reality, guys. I mean, crypto might be the best investment during a recession if we do have one. Just because, I mean, look how it performed in 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 13. I mean, it was the best performing asset of that whole recession. Guys, drop into the chat, let me know. We're on Bitcoin Cash. Jade says I place buy orders at 100 Australian dollars, although it might not fall to this level. The lesson learned is decent. Yeah, I mean, I think anybody should buy as much Bitcoin Cash as they should at $100, but that's just me. I mean, that's just my opinion, and a lot of times my opinion has been way off. So I'm not saying don't listen to my opinion, but if I was in a position where I had extra money to buy Bitcoin Cash right now, where it's at, I think it's like way undervalued. I think a lot of cryptos are, honestly. Let us know, guys. Let me know if you think crypto is undervalued. I'd like to figure out if I could do like little voting within YouTube. I don't know if there's a way to do that, but I'd love to know. I think Bitcoin Cash is undervalued by, I mean, honestly, guys, my personal opinion, the $426 price point on Bitcoin Cash, which was pre-fork BTC core price, if you guys were just looking at the chart with me, 0.025, I realize that's 4x a BTC core away from where we're at, but that is also very possible. And hold on, let me just do this real quick here. That's, yeah, if we get to $400 ASAP and have the smallest little price pump on where it's at, you just have to look at everything, guys. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to just look at, like right now, Bitcoin Cash is at an all-time low, basically. I mean, it's touched a little lower, but for the most part on the dollar. But if Bitcoin Core starts taking off and we can make the run up before that happens, then I'm dead serious when I say this, guys. Like $20,000, $30,000 are in reach. Totally there in reach. Just because we've gone back and looked at charts on altcoins, on Dash, on Litecoin, on Neo, you know, on these coins that you can see where these massive jumps are. Yes, Blake, way undervalued. Jade, what are my plans for Christmas? I don't know. I'll probably be doing the show, so expect me here. I am happy to stack Satoshis. I've been buying real estate and Bitcoin Cash. Blake, where are you from again? You know I'm a realtor in California, so if anybody's ever looking out here, let me know. I definitely know how to find you that special place you call home or work or wherever. It's a very simple formula, guys, in real estate. You want to buy low and know you got a good deal. Philly. Right on, my man. Yeah, I mean, real estate's good, guys. I wish there was a way to... I wish that escrow companies offered more Bitcoin Cash options. I have heard that they have startups out here and companies that do cryptocurrency purchases with land or with property, like real property. I was in K Philly, but now invest full time with Keller Williams Philly. Okay, cool. Yeah, my broker, guys. I talked to you guys about. It's been about. Oh shoot! It's probably been about a year since I told you guys this, but not a big update on it. But finally, getting rid of our Remax franchise brand for our real estate. So she's making her own. Our broker is making her own company. It'll be her own brokerage, Visionaire Real Estate Inc. And yeah, I mean, she had ideas to do this blockchain tokenized reward program inside the brokerage. Like, it had nothing to do with crypto. It was not like a token that was going to be on an exchange. It was literally an in-house token blockchain system that works throughout the business to build down like reward points, which is essentially stock in the company, and doing everything in-house based on, you know, like escrow, the loan, everything in-house, but it's actually separate categories. It's really, really interesting. I don't know when it's going to take off, guys, because we're just now launching the company. So she expects that, you know, expect to see big changes, big things happening. So, you know, I think she's probably right on that one. So we'll see how it goes, guys. I mean, these things are slow moving. It seems like, you know, with just pretty much anything in our day-to-day lives seems kind of slow moving. So, you know, saw your tweet today, Jade Baz. Yeah, what did she tweet? I didn't see it, just because, you know, guys, I'm in censorship Twitter timeout, so I can't read it. Let us know. Let me know. Everybody else might know. But Blake, Philly, yeah, I mean, great place, man. So what happened with you at Keller Williams? Did you just decide real estate wasn't for you, or did you decide to just invest full time? I guess, like you already mentioned. You know, it's always good to keep your license. Don't let it expire, though. You can always, you know, you always can use it, man. So it's my recommendation. I mean, I don't think I would let mine expire. It was a lot of work to get, so I would keep it going, man. You know, even if you're not doing it, maybe just pay the fee to keep the license or whatnot. Guys, we are live on Bitcoin Cash. I was thinking about getting a real estate license down in Florida, guys. Let me know what you think of that. Always kind of wanted to just get a place down there and maybe live in Florida one day. Let me know, guys. Drop it in the chat. I can live anywhere. Right now, I'm living in Orange County, Southern California, but I can live anywhere. So let me know. Drop it in the chat, guys. We are live on Bitcoin Cash. Trying to hype these prices up a little bit. We'll see what happens. Probably nothing much, but we'll see if the prices move up. It's about the best we can do, guys. I like to see Monero keep taking off, Litecoin. Like I said, guys, if we get 100% pump, the whole reason we were talking about it on here was just because of the fact that with that 100% pump, we're at 1.3, or not 1.3, whoa, 0.013 BTC Core. I mean, that is huge, guys. It does not get better than that. So, you know, it's just one of those things, guys. You gotta think about these prices like that. You know, when you get into these levels of like price suppression, you start seeing stuff break out. You know, that's when the prices really start moving on this stuff, guys. Lake R says, yes, sir, just investing full time because it makes more money than being an agent. Yeah, I mean, if you know how to do it, man. I can never time the market, so I don't even try at this point. I've tried to trade stocks and stuff, guys. It did not go well. I had a friend of mine, we tried to open up, like I even went through the legitimate stuff of like getting a business license and stuff for it. I mean, we weren't, you know, we didn't never, you know, get our licenses to go trade other people's money, but, you know, I did go through and get the license for it, and we lost a pretty good bit, guys. So you got to know how to time the market, I guess. He's been doing well since, though, we lost the money. So I'm good for that. At least he's learning. But yeah, we went down, guys. But all the big ones, the best ones do. I mean, if you don't lose, you just don't know. You don't know if you're going to be good at it. You know, I was letting him take more of the lead on it, which was probably my fault. I should have probably been helping him out more with it. But it was my money in the end, so, you know, I'm the one that ended up losing the money. But, you know, he probably, you know, he's doing the best he can to trade. It's a dangerous world out there, guys, in the trading world. You can lose everything or make a ton. Like I said, he's doing well now, and you know, it's not like a thing we look at back and think about. It's just you know, a bad trade. That's all it is. Bitcoin Jason says, or Jade says, Bitcoin Jason, thanks for the grain cash. Very generous. Yes, thank you, Bitcoin Jason, for that. I've been getting rains, guys, on both my accounts, just FYI. I didn't go through the hassle of taking down any of the accounts. They're just up, and I have been getting rains from both the accounts. So, you know, hope everything can work out with that website, and hopefully that they can build it out in a more functional app. We'll see. Bitcoin Jason says, I'm very thankful for everyone for the BCH rain deposits I received in my accounts. I will treat myself to a beverage pay with BCH and an Xmas holiday. It means being Southport realty here. Yeah, bro. See, that's what you just said it right there. We need Bitcoin Jasons everywhere, guys. I mean, he's able to use it at a bar or, you know, have a drink somewhere. So, you know, we need these ideas worldwide. So let me know, guys, if anybody ever wants to set up a chat. You know, let me know. I can tell you exactly how to set mine up. It was fairly easy once I figured it out. And you guys can just duplicate this. You know, obviously put your own QR code, or I'll be getting your tips. But yeah, just in general, guys. I mean, this is all free, open market stuff, open sourced, open shared. I'm willing to share anything. You know, I can literally, guys, put this how-to on the blockchain, which is just so cool, guys. I mean, this is, you know, I can put it in a step-by-step guide on the blockchain. I can put this on a step-by-step guide on a screenshot in a simple little JPEG form on the blockchain, guys. Something that simple is huge. And people might, and different websites might censor it, or, you know, some people might not want it, or, you know, some people might try to build out competition for it, but really it's just a simple thing. So think about all those free, no, let me not go there. Blake says rental properties and Bitcoin Cash. There we go, man. If you know how to do it. I mean, I really, like I said, the investing thing is, okay, rental properties, okay. That makes a little more sense. Yeah, I thought you were just full-time investing. Investing in like day trading or something like that, or I don't know why I thought that. I'm rating $1 a person on Bitcoin Cash City to 100 people. Make it rain, my man. Jade says will be the female version on will be the female on Bitcoin Jason. Yeah, I mean, let us know, guys. I'm always down to support any way I can. Like I said, I wish we could have more support on this channel. I'm thinking about maybe, I'm just trying to reach a bigger audience, guys. I'm going to have to figure out how to do it. I know there's ways to do it, but haven't figured it out yet, and it's not, you know, the main thing that I'm concerned about right now. I need to use more Bitcoin Cash more frequently. I'm going to make a much bigger effort in 2023 to use Bitcoin Cash for payment. Guys, I mean, just feel good about the fact that you guys have it as payments out there. I mean, really, do you understand what I have to do to go through to use Bitcoin Cash out here? It's extremely annoying. And I have looked into step-by-step how to do it, go through it, do it. And it's just not easy out here, guys. There are merchants that take it, but it's not any of the merchants that I really go to. So I think really where this stuff needs to go, we need to get that price pump to 0.025, back up to about $400 really, really fast. The only way we're going to do that is basically buy as much as Bitcoin Cash as you possibly can right now. That is my advice to anybody watching this channel. Please buy as much Bitcoin Cash as you can right now. And you might say, well, how can you guarantee that? Well, if you look at crypto, just the overall alt market on Bitcoin Core, it's down big time. So if you get in now, you're going to be way better off than waiting, because it's going to go back up. It's gone back up so many times that at this point, I'm convinced it will go back up. I don't think it's going to go back down. I don't have that mindset of it going back down, guys. I'm not mad because it went down. I know it was going to go down, but I'm much more confident long term that it's going to go way up. Way up. I mean, like 20,000. You guys know my honest predictions on this stuff. 30, 40, 50,000% up. I have a meetup account paid for by the Satoshi Angels. Yeah, I mean, I want to bring back meetups, guys. I mean, that was one thing that I think we were discussing a couple weeks ago on here. Just simple meetups. I mean, I would like to meet people in the Bitcoin Cash community around here, because I know we have them in here, you know, like around where I'm living. You know, that might not be so much where you guys are at. I don't know. But I'm assuming where I live, there's got to be people that are into Bitcoin Cash. I mean, if I'm the only one out here that would go to a meetup, I think that's absurd to think. But I don't know. How many Bitcoin Cashers are there out there? Is there really that many? We don't know. You're going to start seeing them more in St. Kitts, that's for sure. You're going to start seeing them more in St. Martin, Townsville. I mean, those are places that are really going to actually see this stuff like hardcore. But everywhere else, I wonder, guys, like how many people are actually, you know, down for Bitcoin Cash? You know, how many people are actually really willing to, you know, support this crypto? Drop it in the chat, guys. Let us know what you love about Bitcoin Cash. There's a ton of things, but you could always say one thing you love. So let us know. Let us know in the chat, guys. Let me know. Let us know, guys. Let us know. We're loving what you do with Bitcoin Cash. So definitely love you guys being here. Let me know what is on your mind. What do you think might be going on with crypto? Let me know. I'm down to talk about it. A lot more different here on this chat than you'll go to on most on YouTube, guys. Most people are going to be, you know, it's going to be a spam in the chat fest. So it's really nowhere to communicate. And I don't know how, if the channel grew, it would be able to do this. So maybe that it's small, it's a good thing. We need Bitcoin Jason over here in the US promoting virtual adoption. No, we need to do it, Blake, but the thing is out here, it's just not, it's not the same, bro. Like, I think I could do it in Australia probably better than I could do it here. Because that's what's in my mind. That's what's ingrained in my little American mind. Because you just want to have you just want to walk in and be able to use it somewhere. What's going to happen, guys, is there's going to be an overwhelming amount of pressure for partnerships with and using, spending, holding, whatever, with Bitcoin Cash. And that will be because these smaller areas get built out and people start using it so much that it becomes like almost an embarrassment that we don't have it readily available. So Bitcoin Jason says, BS, you can do it anywhere. Yeah, it's all mindset. So it's all mindset. I could literally walk into a gas station here, you know, hey, are you guys accepting this? No, let me get the owner's number, call him, and all that. And maybe I will one day. But really, I think, guys, what it's going to come down to is these price pumps. I mean, they're gonna shake the world. You just need first place to kick off the adoption. Yeah, I mean, these places, guys, are probably easier than not to get people using Bitcoin Cash. But I think it's gonna come down to when people in the masses start figuring out about Bitcoin Cash, whether it's, you know, Bitcoin Jason walking in there and telling them about it, or me online telling people about it, or anybody on this chat or watching this video telling everybody about it. Once these price pumps that are, I'm telling you, like we were joking about it the other night, guys, and I know you've heard it in the crypto community, 2 weeks. It's always 2 weeks, 2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks. It's gonna come for sure. So the 2 weeks is coming, guys, and that's gonna push us all the way to $500, $300, $400. It won't matter. But I'm telling you, the shift will matter. So just bear in mind, guys, if we go to these prices, it's all gonna change. Everything is gonna change if we break some of these barriers that we went over. I don't have the graph in front of me, but it's true. This is it. This is what will happen. We break 0.025 BTC Core. Bitcoin Cash community will rally, and merchant adoption will rally. Every single thing Bitcoin Cash related will rally. Because once it passes this point, there is no top to it, guys. Miners will switch. Retailers will start taking that are already using Bitcoin Cash. Will start looking more into what they're using. People will start looking at it from a perspective of what Bitcoin was and now what they're missing out on. And it'll just basically go up from there. It'll probably go to between a 20 and 100 grand is my top for BCH. Whenever the rally kicks off. Bitcoin Jason says you just need one place to kick it off adoption, guys. So yeah, I mean, it's just one place, guys. One person starts using it. It changes the world. So just keep in mind, guys, it's worth your time. Jade says, did anyone see their first Bitcoin advertisement in Argentina? Pretty cool. I did not see it. I thought there was a lot more stuff going on in Argentina with Bitcoin Cash. I know there's Latin American countries, guys. I mean, they're into Bitcoin Cash already, guys. So, these places down there are already into this stuff. They're just using whatever anybody tells them right now. And if that's Bitcoin Cash and they're finding reason to, trust me, they'll use it. Guys, drop it in the chat and let me know. We're live on Bitcoin Cash, the greatest cryptocurrency the world has ever seen. I mean, think of a better crypto. Tell it. Drop it in the chat if you can think of one. I mean, if not, I don't think there is one. I got Monero on the thumbnail, guys, but is it better? I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, it's killing the year, guys. I mean, it's killing the race on the year, guys. And look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Just go straight up, barreling up. Where is Bitcoin Cash? Well, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. Right here. There it is. There's Monero. There's Bitcoin Cash. What do you think of Monero now? Not much going on, right? Not a lot to look at, right? It's just that. It's like performing a little bit better than Core, whatever, or Bitcoin Cash. But really, generally, it's kind of the same thing, right? Going the same downward motion. It's killing it on the year. Look at it now. So when you start zooming out, guys, start playing with these things, start looking at stuff, you start seeing dates, you start seeing arguments, you start seeing disagreements, you start seeing different coins move against Core, move against the dollar. Really, when you look at these storylines, guys, when I'm going into these crazy little storytelling moments of like things related to events with price movements, really, it's less predicated on the dollar. It's only when you look at it against Core. It doesn't really matter as much on the dollar. Yeah, you can see the fork on SV, but it's not. I mean, you can still see it. That was pretty big, either on anything basically. But whatever. It looks totally different. To my point. That looks nothing like what we just saw. Because Monero did so much better on Core here. So we might be looking at Bitcoin Cash. just don't know. We don't know where we're at in this thing. You know, the race isn't finished yet, guys. You know, Monero has been able to do it. Any coin pre-2017 has been able to do it, and if you look at them since then, all the altcoins look the same. All of them. That looks just like Bitcoin Cash, kinda, like in a general sense. Look at it on the year. We're in that moment, guys. This is that pivotal moment. I mean, it's gonna be massive, guys. It's gonna literally be across the board. You're gonna see every community rally, but there's gonna be some that rally, as you see, differently. We'll be seeing how that plays out with Bitcoin Cash, guys. Because right now, if we look at this, I mean, look at this performer right here. Boom. That was your Bitcoin Cash 2015. Right there. It wasn't there, guys. It's there now. We're here now. There's people in it now. It's probably the best crypto there is. Look at that yearly chart on Monero. Really impressive. The yearly is impressive as well. And this just shows you what it can do, guys. It shows you where Bitcoin Cash may or may not be going in retrospect to some of this stuff. Trading chart, view chart people are calling for along on Bitcoin Cash or Monero. Guys, we are live on Bitcoin Cash. We're looking at Monero though right now, but it's all kind of tied in with one another, so it's relative. I think it would be bad to say, guys, if you said Monero had nothing to do with Bitcoin Cash at all, because I think it does, guys. I really do. We'll see, guys. I mean, like I said, this Bitcoin Cash paradigm we're in, that is like every other alt, is kind of starting to change a bit right now. Even on Dash, we were looking at it. The year marks are looking way different from when we zoom out. So here's Bitcoin Cash somewhere right here. So it's the same thing. So we might see a massive run up, guys. I would say probably from where we're at now, probably a 30x. Probably a 30x from where we're at now. So let me know, guys. Let me know if you think it's insane. I care not for XRP. Yeah, I'm not I don't really own, do I own XRP? Might have a little bit. I'm not a big fan of XRP, guys, but it's gonna go massively up, unfortunately. I mean, some of these coins are gonna go up just with the market. It's gonna happen. We're gonna see massive rallies on XRP. We're gonna see massive rallies on pretty much every altcoin. It's just going to be a matter of how long it takes to happen. But guys, drop it in the chat. Let me know. You can't use Monero. You can't use XRP. I mean, you can use it right now, if we were to send it to each other, but it's not really. I think XRP's made more for banks to use it, a crypto. But I don't know. I mean, it's kind of its own. It's not really like the individual sovereign currency to themselves, with them being their own bank and everybody being in control of their money. It's not really set up like that. I feel like XRP is more for just move money around the world. But then it kind of gets into the thing dude, it's the same thing as Bitcoin Cash, but it's Bitcoin Cash does this much stuff better. So Blake says BCH and BTC are two commodities. All other tokens are securities. I mean, I believe XRP was all just an ICO. I mean, it's basically they raised a bunch of money and then issued tokens. So I think the XRP Labs or Ripple Labs or whatever holds a large portion of that coin, which may be a good thing. But I mean, I believe they're dumping it, right? Wouldn't they dump it over time after this lawsuit's done? let me know, guys. I'm not a fortune teller, so XRP has gone up, and we have not touched XRP prices since 2019 December, guys. So bear in mind, even with all this crap we're saying about XRP, the price, if we're looking at price, it has gone up relative to 2019. We haven't gone that low on it. So yeah, some of these coins I think might be here to stay, guys. There's just gonna be different things used for you know, different stuff. I mean, I don't see XRP being like a Bitcoin Cash at this point. I mean, I feel like they're way too behind on that. Blake says BCH and BT, Bitcoin Core, only 2 commodities, all other tokens are securities. Jay, the South American countries have experienced adverse economic conditions for many years. This will likely lead to a large rate of adoption as devaluation of their currencies. Yeah, I've been saying that, Jade, on here for almost a year. And I've thought that for well over a year, guys. I mean, Jade has a very, very good point with that. And that point is being the Chilean peso, the Argentinian peso, you know, some of the countries like El Salvador on the dollar. There's a whole bunch of corruption down there with Brazil and all those countries down there, basically, for the most part. I mean, I think Venezuela and Argentina, I think Argentina used to be like the second largest world economy, and one of the richest countries in the world. I think Venezuela too. Several of those countries down there seem to be just all out of whack. So definitely, if user adoption takes off there, that works so much more in their favor than it does other parts of the world in terms of picking up, speeding up, and really it just because people, if they have something that works, like the dollar for now, you know, right now it works. Right now they can scan their credit cards. They can, you know, you can go to a store, scan your credit card, and, you know, get a receipt, walk out. But all those countries down there, when you have a majority of the world getting screwed, which is what's happening, most of the world's getting screwed over. They're going to see that. They're going to be able to, you know, use Bitcoin Cash, and then boom, you know, within a short amount of time, the user adoption grows across the board, because it's not only going up in price, which it's, like I said, guys, the price jump, I think personally, has to happen. That's just my own personal opinion. I know nothing really matters fundamentally with the workings and the inner workings of Bitcoin Cash, about how it works, and, you know, I can send it peer-to-peer trustlessly without, you know, censorship or anything like that. But the price has to jump on core. It has to go over that Bitcoin SV fork date, and it has to go above that date. I don't really care if it goes to 20K or 100K, but it has to go on that price break, and that price break has to be on the higher end, guys. I'm not saying Bitcoin Core goes down to, you know, $3,000, and, you know, we're sitting at you know, freaking like 20-30 bucks. So, you know, we gotta go up on price for that to happen, even though it doesn't, like I said, affect anything of the inner workings of it. But just because it's gonna take too long for people to realize what it does, we need to have that, like, in your moment, like in your face moment of, like, this is what Bitcoin is. Like, we're reintroducing Bitcoin to you all again, so you know what it is, because you guys bought it. All these people bought it, and nobody knew what they were even buying again, and that just keeps happening. So we're gonna pretty much tell everybody what Bitcoin is again, and see if they get an idea of what it is at this point. And I say it in a comical sense, guys, because it's like the same thing. People, they don't know that what they're buying. They don't know the intention of why they're buying it. They're buying it because they're hearing everybody else is buying it. That's great for the price, but that's not great for, long-term understanding what it is and realizing, like, yeah, this is gonna go up for a second, but it's gonna go down. And maybe those people wouldn't even come on, but we will get people that want to, if we keep, you know, getting these massive price explosions. So it's got to happen. I mean, I'm to the root, the core of it. It's got to go up on price to like $400 or $500, and hopefully that'll be soon, because I wouldn't want to wait for the price to go up later when if core does go back up, which it, you know, may or may not. Nigeria held BCH conference last month. Yeah, so like countries like Nigeria. Exactly. That's exactly what I want to see. Countries like Nigeria using this, using it on a day-to-day basis, because it's just expendable cash, guys. That kind of thing. Jade, I did want to update you. I was not able to get my coin out of my staking right now. So I'll give you guys an update on that in the upcoming, whenever I figure out how to do it. Maybe I didn't look into it hardcore enough, but it looked like I was having trouble unstaking my coin because I did have the ability to go back and unstake it. I believe, you know, and you just pay like I think a penalty or something. You know, it's negligible compared to like what I was trying to do, but I'm fairly confident I was able to unstake it a while back once I staked it. Like I remember looking at it and being able to unstake it if I wanted to. It looks like that has changed on my end. So those funds might be gone, guys. It was not, like I said, a lot. It was like $45. It's still on there, but it's like $45 worth of Atom, token Atom Cosmos. It was a 19% annual rate of return. So, you know, it was a high percentage. I was getting back on staking it, so I wanted to try it out, but I'll give you an update, guys. It might be gone. I'm not sure, because I told you guys I think you buy cryptos, I think they're coming from FTX with the Exodus wallet. So, you know, you live and learn, guys. They might be gone. It might be, you know, I would probably have my same mindset if I lost all my cryptos, guys, because that's just the reality. I mean, you know, anything can always happen. I try to take precautions. So cryptocurrencies hopefully can bring financial stability and provide fair distribution of wealth to the poor. There is so much unjust suffering in the world. Yeah, well, here's what I like about Bitcoin Cash really the most, guys. Bitcoin Cash is not going to solve the majority of people not being able to become wealthy. Or not wealthy, just well off. Let's just say well off. In the upper bracket of society, wherever they live, whether it's Nigeria, you know, here in America, Australia, wherever anybody is at in the chat. What it does do, though, it does give everybody the fairness of there being a fair chance to do okay, you know, a fair chance to become, you know, better. But it also gives like entire societies trustless peer-to-peer cash, which is the best part about it. But like from an individual standpoint, some of those people don't have a chance, not because they aren't able to, like maybe mentally, physically, or what have you, but they're literally rigged from day one, where they literally have no chance. Like there's no chance. There's no chance they're gonna get out of this overwhelming crappy situation that they've been brought into. Not their fault at all, they were brought into it. It gives those that bottom level of bracket of money, like where like the super poor people live. Like I'm talking about like poor, like not just like, oh, I don't have enough money to go to the movies, or I don't have enough money to, you know, go have a steak dinner poor. I mean like literally poor, like the poor bracket. It gives them a chance, a fair chance to make that step out of that, which is the best thing for any society, right? I mean, guys, nobody in the world should suffer. You know, should be. You know, there's people here in America that grow up in bad neighborhoods that make it out and become, you know, successful members of society. There's people that don't. That will always exist. But there's some places, guys, where there's literally no chance for these people. There is literally, like, there's more of a chance to live in the worst ghetto in America than this bracket of people we're talking about. And it's a lot of people, guys. I mean, it's really a lot of human beings that still require eat, that still have emotions, and all these. This isn't like these people can blank these emotions out. These are like people that barely are even breathing, and they're trying to breathe. They want to breathe, guys. So this gives that bottom bracket threshold of like the super poor a really good chance, to be banked, to work, to provide something to get an income without getting screwed every time they go to town to try to get a job or work, or try to find work every single day. They get screwed every single time they go to work. I mean, it's not fair, guys. Bitcoin Jason, once the masses realize it's the true Bitcoin that follows the white paper, they will naturally switch to BCH. Yeah, guys, and plus all the infrastructure that's built on BTC Core right now with mining, that could all change, guys. Those miners don't care which coin they're mining. Let me tell you, they don't. They only care which one they're making money off of. So that has nothing to do. The miners don't. It doesn't matter. They'll do what they're told. Jason says, once the masses realize, I never heard of Lightning Network in the white paper and been in Bitcoin since 2013. Yeah, Blake, the reason you never heard of Lightning is because if you look at, basically spend your time, rather than figuring out what Lightning is, go listen to a few conversations from the people that are talking about Lightning Network. You think this chat's bad? You had bad, guys. Look at some of this stuff these people are saying. It makes no sense at all. It's literally like they want to protect this thing. Have you noticed, like, these higher people up in the socio-economic status of society, they want to protect this idea of banking systems, and like they don't like the idea of like those kind of disruptions because they have interest in all those things, guys. Like, that's what business they're in. They treat money as a business. So if you treat money as a business, you get what we have now. You treat crypto as a business, well, it's not a business, and it disrupts anything that tries to make it a business. The only way you can basically turn crypto into a business is not focus on trying to make crypto a business. Try to focus on stuff like mining, bringing value to it, like bringing value like to the crypto space any way you can, whether it's like buying a mining farm, mining Bitcoin Cash, or making mining rigs, or not making mining rigs, making ATMs adoption, like whatever you're doing, making content, onboarding merchants, whatever you're doing, it's like bringing value to it. So this stuff's gonna grow like 20-30x, guys. And these prices we're looking at on Bitcoin Cash won't even matter, because this is just the bottom price level for this stuff. Like, once we go to the next price level, it could be, the next price level could be 5-6 grand as a bottom after going up to like 20 grand. Yeah, so Blake, no worries if you never heard of Lightning. I just recommend look at some of the people that are promoting it, rather than look into Lightning itself. So, yeah. Jay, give ordinary people the right tools and they will design and build most striking and beautiful quotes by ℚ𝕚𝕚𝕚. Yeah, thanks for that quote, Jade, and Neil. Thanks for Neil's original quote. Blake says Lightning Network is an excuse to keep up underlying miner fees. We the people don't need a third-party Lightning Network. BCH functions flawlessly and it's on chain. Yeah, Lightning isn't on chain, first off, right? I don't think it is. And I think they want everybody to run a node, which I could be wrong on some of this stuff, guys. Please don't take it word for word. Just take it in a general sense. Lightning is basically, the people promoting it basically want to make money off the fee. They want to play banker on Bitcoin. I think that's the simplest way to put it. They want to take Bitcoin and make it something it's not. But there's already so much influence doing that already. That's why we're all at. That's why everything is the way it is right now in crypto in general, is because nobody can make their damn mind up about it, about what they want to do in the BTC community. So you have this whole community of people that won't make up their mind, but they're all playing a game. The simple game is we're not going to make up our mind, and we all know that's what we're doing. So that whole story got old once you couldn't use it anymore. Once you couldn't use it anymore, there's those same people doing that, and then there's people going, well, if I'm not going to use it, this isn't what I signed up for. So, guys, they've done different things with Bitcoin. I mean, we had Bitcoin Gold, we have Bitcoin Cash, which has turned into basically the entire world's payment system from a censorship resistance. So, and I mean, you even got stuff on BSV, guys, that are doing these weird things with, like, not weird, but just things that are not on other chains, guys. I mean, there's no other community coming out here preaching peer-to-peer cash, guys. Peer-to-peer cash is only happening on really one place. I mean, you're hearing it on Dash. They keep saying how great a payment system Dash is. Today you can buy gift cards, flights, credit bills. You can do a lot of stuff with this. But there's nobody out here like pushing it, I feel like, as hard as Bitcoin Cash. I don't know. Drop it in the chat. Let us know. Are we doing a good job? We're trying. We're doing what we can here. It seems like they got one person. I mean, they got 11 people liking Let's Make It Happen. You got to have more than 11 people, guys. I mean, if they have 11, we got 100. I'll put it that way. So I really think these communities are on. Is Dash going anywhere? I don't like to think so. I like to think it's going to be perfectly fine. It's going to be great, and a lot of these cryptos will be good. I don't have this dire need for like everything other than Bitcoin Cash to do poorly. That's not my intent with crypto. We were looking at Cortex, so we were looking at Cortex. If you bought Cortex, you're now screwed. You're down 20% from the high, probably more, probably 30 or 40, or probably 30%. So I don't have anybody's intentions of I bought this and it went down, and I'm happy it went down. Like, I really want this stuff to do good across the board, and there's kind of a bottom threshold, just like with price, and I think that can be applied, across the board as well, back across the board on these cryptos. So, Dash, Monero, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, some of these projects, BTC Core, Ethereum. It's just the reality we're in right now, guys. There's Binance Coin now. I would say really the only new good coins that I would be interested in that have relatively taken off, and Binance Coin has taken off a lot, by the way, guys. If you haven't heard me, hyping it up here, but a lot of these coins that are new, I still wouldn't touch. I still wouldn't touch Solana, guys. It might be a great buy right now for a price gain, but I'm still a bit skeptical, guys. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest here. Chainlink. I would get some Cardano. I would get some Tron, some Ethereum Classic, but I wouldn't be, going crazy with this and dumping my life savings in it. But I have done that already, guys. So I'm 100% in on crypto. So at this point, I don't have anything to hide there. I'm all in on crypto at this point. Some of these little ERC20 tokens. I might get on some of these, like Cartesi. One of my friends owned some of this coin. Some of these ERC20 tokens that have stuff going on them. Yeah, I might go into a little position on some of these. I'm not talking 20-30% of my portfolio. I'm talking like 3 to 5% max, and and that's absolute max. And that probably is stretched between 3 or 4 different coins. Just because I like supporting new coins, guys. If I think that like they're trying to do something, different or exciting that I might appreciate. I've been supporting stellar lumens for a while. It's just fun to go through these coins, I guess, just to see them. Zcash, Quantum. I've been telling you guys I'd look into maybe some Osmisigo, Neo, just little positions, just some are like I said, guys, novelty items like my staking with Atom Coin. Just fun little things like that. There was a guy who bragged about sending 5K for $1. I said he got ripped off because he could have sent 5K for less than 1 cent with BCH. Yeah, guys, some people are still thinking Bitcoin fees are good. Let me ask you this, Brian Kanasi, welcome to the chat. Let me ask you this: how much more does it cost to run the BCH node compared to the Bitcoin node? How much more? I don't think it costs anything to run a node, right? I don't know. Drop it in the chat. Let us know if you got more info on it. Bitcoin Jason says BCH mining pays more. I know that. I don't know what Bitcoin Cash, how much more profitable against Core it is at the moment. I think Bitcoin SV was 16% more profitable at the moment. But I mean, a lot of people don't want to mine it. They don't want to switch it over. So yeah, let us know, Brian, on this node thing. I was under the impression that anybody could run a node. It doesn't take how much more wouldn't really be a question. You just have to get the right specs to run it. I mean, you would just have to invest the same amount. I don't think it'd be any more expensive to run a BCH node than a Bitcoin node. I mean, it's let us know. I'm curious myself. Guys, we are live on Bitcoin Cash. Let us know. We are here opening up the chat for people who love crypto. It's basically all this chat is, guys. So feel free to say whatever you want. And we'll just move through the evening. Brian Kanasi, the storage, right? You need more storage to run the BCH node compared to the Bitcoin node. I believe how much more storage you need and about how much does that cost? I don't know. I have no clue. I don't even know if I'm understanding your question correctly, to be honest. The storage, right? You need more storage to run the BCH node compared to the Bitcoin node. I believe how much more storage you need. And node, I don't know. I have no clue. I mean, you got to download the whole blockchain. So, I mean, is that? Can't you do that with, a certain fixed budget on both? I don't know, guys. I'm not exactly sure how to approach that question, to be honest with you. I don't really see the point of really wanting to how you'd really have to run a full node. I mean, isn't that the point of mining? I mean, that's why we have all these miners around the world basically doing that. I mean, I think there's some benefits with privacy a little bit about running a node, but I don't think there's any real need from what I've read and heard from if you're just trying to run a node, just to run a node, it would be fun. I've actually wanted to run one. But the more I was reading on it, it basically said there was no reason to. There's not really a reason. I mean, unless just nobody's mining it, maybe it would make more sense. Maybe that'll happen on Bitcoin SV. Who knows? guys, we are live on Bitcoin Cash. Come on down to the chat. Bitcoin Jason, Raspberry Pis carry most of the load. Brian says, isn't that the whole reason why they sold the idea of BTC over BCH in the beginning? Because it takes more storage for the bigger blocks? I'm genuinely asking, how much more does that cost? I mean, I don't know how many nodes are running comparatively to Bitcoin Core. I mean, are you trying to run a node? Yeah, it was misinformation. I was sold the lie, I regretted it afterwards, so it doesn't take more storage for the bigger blocks. So it does take more storage. It doesn't taste. I don't know. I don't know how to answer these questions going back and forth here. I don't know if they're statements or questions. I don't know. I mean, you're going. I think Brian, you're talking from a perspective of price, right? Like, are you talking about? So is the original question you wanted to know about what it would cost comparatively to running a Bitcoin Cash node and a Bitcoin Core node? So I don't know what the cost would be. If you have the sufficient storage for the specs of whatever you were storing, it would just be around the board the same on both of those. I mean, how much more would that cost for storage? Is that even a difference in cost, or is it negligible between the two? I mean, as long as there's a bunch of full nodes, which I think Bitcoin Cash, last I checked, like had 1,000, 1,500 or something like that. Bitcoin Cash had like 20 or 22,000 full Bitcoin nodes. BTC Core, full nodes running, and then you have all the mining on top of that. So I mean, I don't know how much it would be different to run a Bitcoin node or a Bitcoin Cash. Me guessing at it would be there would be no difference in price. I don't know. That may or may not even be accurate. Bitcoin Jason's talking about cold storage. It's in the code. Pretty soon every POS will be a node. This will secure a network from double spends. Well, I thought that was the whole thing with Bitcoin Lightning, was they wanted everybody to run a node basically on their phone. And that way I heard some crazy talk about money machines, and Jihan Wu was talking about how there's going to be these money machines, like centralized nodes. They were going to run all these nodes like on our phone. Brian says, yes, like the cost to buy whatever that extra storage, because that would have to be the sole reason by anyone would be against bigger blocks, right? I don't know. I mean, isn't storage pretty cheap now? Couldn't you store the entire blockchain even pretty cheaply at this point in time? I don't know. I downloaded the whole Ethereum blockchain on my old laptop, and it was like a crappy laptop, old, like from 2010 or 2009. And I understand that, the Ethereum blockchain, I don't know how it pars up in size, but I was able to do it on a very, very old machine. BCH mining, Bitcoin Jason says, BCH mining is the same as Bitcoin. You can switch whatever is most profitable. Yeah, I mean, for the mining, but I think Brian was talking about running a full node. I'm not sure. I didn't know that it came down to like a bunch of extra money in storage. I mean, it seems like it would be able to be done relatively easily. I mean, I don't know. Let me know, guys. Drop it in the chat. If you're catching this on a rerun, drop it in the comment. Let us know. Brian wants to know, and I kind of want to know too. So drop it in the chat. Let us know. Brian says, that's what I'm saying. I'm on your guys' side. I'm team BCH. Moore's law. Chad is right. Storage gets cheaper and cheaper, but it still costs something for that extra storage now. I mean, yeah. I mean, is it? I kind of lost track here because I felt like for some reason I was thinking about mining for some reason. But did you ask about mining, or is that just me thinking about mining for some reason? Maybe Bitcoin Jason mentioned mining, and I thought it was in reference to this. So let me just read this again here. I don't think you ever asked about mining, Brian. Thanks for coming on the chat, Brian. I think you might have been here before. I don't know. I think somebody's had a spade emoji before in here, so maybe it was you or maybe it was somebody else. But welcome back if you are back. If not, welcome to the chat. Just reading this, guys. Sorry, guys. My eyes are a little blurry here. Getting a bit late here. I will have to go. It's almost midnight here. Yeah, I don't think you ever mentioned about mining, so I apologize. I was thinking something else. But Bitcoin Jason says nodes can be run off of a $50 Raspberry Pi. Okay, I guess you're talking about the cell phone. I don't know exactly how that works, honestly, guys. That might be a little bit out of my pay grade here. From what I realized, or from what I understand about nodes, anybody can run a full node. You're basically downloading the entire blockchain to your computer, and you're validating the network, and making sure all the rules are carried out properly. Basically, all the functions, all the functions that it's supposed to be doing are being verified by you, just kind of in the background. But from what I understood, as long as there's like a relatively good amount of nodes, and I would say like over 500, and this is just me guessing, as long as you have miners, then everything should work pretty smoothly. Like if you only have like 1 or 2 nodes, yeah, you probably have a problem. But maybe you wouldn't. So I don't 100% know, but you basically are just validating rules. You don't get any reward from being you don't get any kind of compensation for running a full node, like a monetary, or like it's not like you're a miner getting a block reward, or processing a transaction fee when all the coins are in circulation later on, and that's all that's left. But Big Brian nonetheless says, I hear you, we'll figure it out. That's why Bitcoin maxis say that the extra storage costs for bigger blocks is what makes us more centralized, because the many poor people can't afford that. So I think really the way to address that whole question you were asking is like, so if we have enough full nodes, which we do, you can look it up, I think on Blockchair or one of those websites. I haven't looked it up in a few months, honestly. But I have looked it up many times, and you can see exactly how many full nodes are running. Is it Blockchair? We can just Google it. how many nodes are full nodes. I don't know exactly if this is the website I was on. This is Blockchair. That's what we're on. Total nodes. So there's a couple less. I feel like I think there was like over 1,000 before. I want to say there was over 1,000 full nodes on Bitcoin Cash running right now, running different. Bitcoin ABC, the client software. So they're running these full nodes around the world, guys. This is looks like there's some in Denmark, I think is DE, France, the US has most. Guys, drop it in the chat, let us know. We're live on Bitcoin Cash. So, I mean, we have a good bit of nodes, guys. If you're just coming in here or catching this on the fast forward or whatever on the video, we have enough nodes right now that we're good. It's not really any concern. We need more miners, really. I would say that was where the money will come from, and some of the build out on this stuff will transpire is once the miners shift over. I mean, we'll see. I mean, nobody really knows, guys. I mean, this stuff could be dragged out for eternity, basically. But just for shits and giggles, we will look up Bitcoin has 7,000 nodes. So my numbers were way off. I was thinking there was like 20,000 Bitcoin full nodes, but it's a third of that, really. Yeah, I mean, Zcash has got 8,000 total nodes. Theirs is completely different though, so it's a little bit different, I believe, with this. We know there's 8,000 nodes. I don't think that's above my pay grade as well, guys, because I'm not going to be able to discuss that. So even on Dash, we got 4,000 nodes. So a good bit of nodes around the board on a lot of these is kind of the point, which is good. You know, some of these aren't going to have nodes because, you know, really Cardano and Ripple and a lot of these proof of stake, their nodes, the way their voting system is like kind of like rigged already. Because like if we were looking at Bitcoin Cash right now, okay, yes, if you know, all these, oh shit, I didn't know this. So it looks like Denmark has 34% of the Bitcoin Cash nodes. But nonetheless, like if they wanted to try to like do something here, you know, they're not that far away compared to everybody else to do that. Well, 31, 35, it's different people. So nonetheless, this is Dash. This isn't even Bitcoin Cash, but like if this was if this piece of the pie was looked at as a proof of stake model, it doesn't even have the same, you know, idea in mind, I feel like. And that's what proof of stake people are looking at, guys. I mean, this is the reality of proof of stake. You're looking at a node as a pretty important person. I mean, not that it's not important here with these mineable cryptos like Dash, Bitcoin Cash, and all that. You got to have full nodes as well, but like from a proof of stake standpoint, like the node's everything. Like if you're running a full Ethereum node, which is like 130 Ethereum just by holding it, your voting power and voting and all that stuff matters, guys. So here it means, you know, it's broken down totally different, because all the node people are doing are running full nodes. All they're doing is making sure this stuff works properly, making sure there's, you know, nothing weird going on, that kind of thing. The miners are running the back end, making it all verified and getting paid and all that thing, and putting the whole money in circulation, that kind of thing. But with proof of stake, it really just goes down to who has more. So, I mean, think about that before you guys sink all your money into proof of stake. Nodes are power lines. Miners are power stations. I would say yeah, more. I would say that miners are. I would say full nodes are power plants. The miners are essentially kind of the electricity moving through the power lines. I know it sounds a little weird, but yeah, I mean, and I would say there's 887 power plants around the world, because essentially that's what everybody wants, right? They want power. With crypto, they want to spend, they want to use it as cash. The miners actually validate all this stuff to make sure that they work with the full nodes. Brian says, so let me ask you guys this then. What is the argument against bigger blocks? Why anyone against bigger blocks in the block size wars? Because why was anybody against the block increase? Because the people behind the block increase, and this goes back all the way to PayPal and Microsoft, they want to get a portion of the transaction fee. PayPal, any of these places that want, and obviously if the transaction, from what we've seen with Bitcoin Core and pretty much every other mineable crypto, is once the transaction fee goes up, the price is going up as well. That's kind of undeniable at this point. Like, once the fees get high is usually when the price is already high too. Nodes move the transaction and limit double spend, and miners confirm the transaction. Yeah, miners are just confirming it. That's true. The nodes just verify that all the other nodes they basically verify the entire blockchain to make sure everything is running smoothly. Making sure that their client software, that either Bitcoin Verde, Bitcoin ABC, Unlimited, any of these full node softwares. There's even a new one now, I think, on bitcoincash.com. One that I didn't recognize. Maybe it's been there, but there's 5 now, full node client softwares, and there's 887 around the world. So I'm not worried about that. And then, like I said, there's no reason to run a full node. But let's go back to Brian's question. Sorry for drifting there while his he says gotcha. So maybe I did answer that. I don't know. I kind of want to see if I did. Why was anyone against bigger blocks? Yeah, like, it's kind of this double-edged sword, because it seems like when the transaction fee is high is when the price of the asset is high. So I don't know exactly how that's going to play out long term, but I would really hope to see the transactions go through the roof and scalability actually need to be a thing again. Because with Bitcoin SV, it really wasn't a need. I mean, like, there wasn't the need yet, and they took it to a whole nother level when they kept putting all these transactions, so it was kind of cool to watch that. But you kind of drift back and you say, like, oh, when are we going to have that point in time where there's a need, a must to really increase these blocks? Because look at these transaction rates. Bitcoin Cash is becoming concerning. Blake, some you can only fit so many transactions in a small BTC block. It takes forever to get confirmed. Core Solutions was Lightning Network, aka. Yeah, so Lightning Network is basically not even Bitcoin, guys. I mean, that's not even Bitcoin at this point. For one, you have to. it's a nightmare to use if you've ever tried to use it. You have to basically pay a fee to use Lightning Network. Basically, you do. I mean, you're having to pay a fee to use it. The real solution was increasing the block size and keeping it all on layer 1. The payment system layer doesn't need to be built out anymore. There doesn't need to be a second layer on top of the payment system. What needs to be on the second layer of Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin was Ethereum. Ethereum needed to be built on Bitcoin, you know, and then everything built from there. I mean, the payment system thing shouldn't have ever been an issue. It shouldn't have ever been once it stopped working was when it stopped working, period. And if you don't address those issues on why if something's now working, like Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin is no longer working, you don't have really a functionable tool anymore. Brian, I think you're the only one in the chat. Thanks for staying. I see what you're saying. As the case against bigger blocks, almost a force to keep the transaction fees to entice miners and all that. Yeah, I mean, the fees got to go up. I mean, they go up and the price goes up too, but it depends on, you know, those are all coming in on speculation. Like, that's just people coming in speculating on BTC, because a lot of them don't know, you know, once they buy that BTC core, they don't think in their head like, oh, well, you know, I just bought this coin and it's going to go down, but I don't think it will. So they have the idea in their head that, oh, I'm buying this coin. They don't really even know the transaction rates or the transaction fees through the roof. So they're buying this coin and they're buying it not even knowing that, and they're not even knowing that's a core reason of why it's that high. Oh man, so silly, really. But I'd like to see organic growth with merchants, and yes, the transaction fee. Like, I would like to see the Bitcoin Cash network have to scale. Yeah, I'd like to see that. I think that'd be cool, because that. I mean, that not only brings miners over, but it brings miners over. I mean, that's the big reason. All right, Blake, I guess you were the last one in the chat. I'm going to take off, guys. It's been fun, so catch you next time. Later.